Taka Squad, how you all doing? It's me, Brad Burton, the UK's #1 motivational business speaker. When I first started my business back in 2004, I had no clients, I had no reputation. I wasn't the UK's #1 motivational business speaker. I had no books. I didn't have a multi-million-pound business, but what I had was a dream, a vision. Now, here's what I'm going to share with you. Alex has asked me to share with you some tip that will really get you thinking, but also increase sales. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go and grab a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to give you an exercise that got me my first 2 clients. And you're going to see that this is mind-blowing, and anyone who's ever done this can get them as well. So here's what I want you to do. Piece of paper. And then what I want you to do is I want you to write down from memory. We're going to spend 5 minutes doing this, right? Someone else is going to be a timekeeper. I'm not there. Spend 5 minutes working out those people. I want you to have a list, an A4 list of people from memory. So the bloke you used to work with, the guy who's your former boss, the person at the pub, your partner's best friend, that kind of thing. Just from memory, I want you to fill as many as you can names onto your piece of paper. You're going to spend 5 minutes doing that. Now, we're not going to wait for 5 minutes on a video. That would be foolish. But what I'm going to tell you is once you've got your list of people, right, what I want you to do is I want you to write H, W, or C next to each of those names. That's hot, warm, or cold. Now, just think for a second, right? Your best mate. If you rang him up at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, listen, hi, Steve. Hello, mate, it's Brad. Steve, what it is, I've got a dead body in my boot. You've not got a hacksaw, have you? Of course I have, Brad. Get yourself round here. Now, you can do that with your best mates because you can tell them anything. You know, nothing a bit of cream won't remove, that kind of stuff. If you've just met someone in a business meeting, you don't have that kind of relationship. So what I want you to do is I want you to attribute a value next to each individual person, right? Either hot or warm or cold. Think about it. Those people that you've grown up with for years, or those people that you're strong friends with, or somebody you just met in the pub, or somebody you just met on your travels, or somebody you kind of know, or as a friend of a friend, whatever. Put a attribute of value next to them. Then what I want you to do, once you've done all that, you've got your list of names on your A4 piece of paper. Then you've got the hot, warm, and cold, right? HWC next to all of them. Then what I want you to do is this. I want you to transfer all the names from the hot onto another piece of paper. So you have 3 columns, right? Hot, warm, and cold. Hot, all your names. Warm, cold. Now, I did this. When I started my business off, I had a marketing business back in 2004. Was it 2005? I can't remember. 2004, 2005. I did this, and I got my first 2 clients as a direct result of this. A company called vigilant-security.net. There was my first client. He was a friend of mine. He's still going to this day. I did the logo. If you have a look at the website, you'll see the logo. I did all that. This works. I promise you this works. And what I want you to do is those hot people, I want you to pick up the phone. Now, whether you've got time to do it now or today, right? But what you do is you pick them up and go, Steve, how you doing? Brad, I just thought I'd check in with you. Yeah, you know what I'm up to. Tell me a little bit about your business right now. And then say, you don't know anyone who'd be interested in it. And that's it. You go, actually, a mate of mine, or look out for you. Or if I, mate, guys, this is, and girls, this is crucial. And that is a starting point, because there's no point in being aggressively waiting for the phone to ring, because we kind of get into that, oh, there's nothing happening, there's Brexit, Trump, the horse meat crisis, as to why the phone isn't ringing. You've got to make the phone ring. So that's what you've got to do. That's what you've got to do. You've got to make the hot, the warm, and the cold. And do not try to sell anyone. The way that you treat people in the cold column and the way that you treat people in the warm and the hot column is completely different. So once you get this here, I'm telling you right now, if you ring those people up in your hot, tell them about your products and services, they will give you someone that you can ring and tell them. Boom. Now, once you've done that, and you go, okay, now that's nuts, I've got real business from it. Once you've sussed that, you can see that this whole process works. Listen, this is all tried and tested. This isn't bullshit. This isn't me making stuff up. This is stuff that works. I have my own private mentoring club. That's what I teach my guys, and they do it, and every single person that has done it to the letter has ended up with real business. So I'm going to leave it there, right? I'm going to leave it there. I hope you can see where I'm coming at, right? This stuff isn't just made up. This stuff is practical, it's tested, it works. So there you go, that's your task for today. So I hope you've got a big piece of paper and you can see the opportunity that lies ahead. And once you've got those hots, that's when you start working on the warm. You ask the question, how do you move someone from warm to hot? How do you build that relationship? It's a bit like me when I met my wife in a nightclub. I never said, hey, should we go back to my place? We'll have sex and in the morning we'll get married. And then in 9 months you'll have a baby and then in 10 years you'll fucking hate me. No, we didn't. As it happened, I had to dance around the handbag. It took me 2 weeks. But the point I'm making is this. You do need to dance around the handbag. So those hot opportunities that you've got there, great. Then we're going to work on this whole thing, this warm. How do you move people from warm to hot? How do you move people from cold to warm and so forth? I'm telling you, that is how you build a business. Catch you in a bit.